Hello everyone, today as you can see we have a chance to check new Brassin kit. But first let me invite you as usual to check another video review with Brassin kit which you can find here. And of course don't forget to visit our website which you can find here with all detailed articles and photos. As for today's subject, this is a BF109G-6 engine and fuselage guns in 48 scale, which is actually designed for the recently, let's say, retooled kit from Eduard, and it will allow you to copy the engine and guns, of course, on your plastic kit. Those are not included into the plastic kits. It's not like the E version from the same manufacturer, so that's why if you want to copy the engine you have to buy the Brassin kit, resin kit from Eduard. As you can see, it comes in this nice small box, and now we're gonna check what's inside. Just give me a second, I will open it. Okay, so for the inside content, as you can see, assembly manual wraps everything. So let's remove it and check it first. Assembly manual is quite typical for Brassin kits. As you can see, we have here a small photo of the parts. Also note that there are several types of the cooling panels, and let's check assembly instructions. As you can see, assembly instructions are given in form of those understandable schemes, so it shouldn't be difficult to understand what you have to do on this or that step. Here we have improvised parts map. And what else? That's pretty much all. Here we have also decals placement. Those were not included into the 32nd scale kit for the Revel, so it's quite nice that they decided to feature those symbols in the kit. By the way, you can check the Revel assembly kit and its build article on our website, so just type it in search. Here we have the first and the most important part in this kit. This is the engine block. And again, unlike Revel kit, here we have a lot of elements pre-molded. For example, wirings, also those tanks from both sides, and some external equipment which is attached here. This is a quite nice decision, and I think modelers will appreciate it. The only difficult thing will be to cut this quite thick base support in order to get the parts separate. But I would recommend to do it when you attach all small elements to the engine block, because otherwise it's gonna be a difficult task to hold everything in place. Next we have, as I said, several cooling panels. I'm not sure why they are provided. I think those are replicating different versions of the aircraft, because here you have a small hump and here you don't. And overall they look quite nice. Of course you will be able to replicate the aircraft with open cooling, and I want to show you that inside they are also detailed. As you can see, nice ripped surface, riveting, everything is included into these parts. Next we have small bag with some minor parts molded out of white resin. Actually, I was always surprised why there is color differentiation between resin parts in Eduard's kits. Nevertheless, here we have first part, next one, which is actually support for the machine guns bay. Next we have another one which is wall for the machine gun bay. Here we have a different type of the support part for the machine gun bay. Here we have turbocharger. Note the size of the parts, because here you have my finger and turbocharger is quite small. It's not the 32nd scale. And next we have quite interesting feature, because exhausts are molded separately. I mean, each exhaust stack is molded separately and you will have to assemble it one by one. Here we have more of minor parts. Note that there is some flash around resin bases, but it's nothing serious. I mean, it's not around the parts. And here we have one piece air intake. Quite nice inclusion into this kit. I mean, it's much better than two-piece assembly, which is featured in the original kit. Next we have another plastic bag with parts. Here we have machine gun bay cover. Then we have some wirings, minor elements, more of them. It's actually quite nice that even in 48 scale we still have a lot of small detailing, unlike in some other, let's say, rivals kits made out of resin. So here you have another plastic bag full of parts, and one last plastic bag is actually dedicated to big parts. I will show you them in the moment. For example, here we have engine support frame, which is molded, as you can see, as one piece. Of course you will have to delete the whole flash here, but it was left in order to preserve parts intact. Next we have machine guns. There are two of them, of course. Note that they are molded as one-piece parts, and I would rather check barrels because they might be broken. But I mean, tight fitment is not that tight, so I really doubt that they will be broken on your sample. Here we have more parts for the ammo bay, and as you can see, molding quality is still on the same level. Next we have PE thread and Decals sheet. Just give me a second to remove them. They're packed together into one plastic bag with cardboard inside. And PE thread is unpainted. Of course, I mean, it's a logical solution for engine kit. And here we have decals. Note that here we have full number register in two colors, so that you can replicate any number which will be needed for your particular aircraft. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below. And of course, like this video, share with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video review as usual.